Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
A local man is back in DOC custody after not fulfilling his end of the deal.
Also tonight, a lottery for lots of lots on Tinian will be held.
And a new space for entrepreneurs, an incubator for innovators, if you will.
In sports, a historic win for the CNMI women's football team and the team behind them.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. There's fish-shaped volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry veg. Now just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch. As a handful of McDonald's in McDonald land, get the McDonald land.
Try the new Mount McDonald Land Shake today.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on August the 18th from our studio high up on Capitol Hill.
A drug deal that started back in February when police got the green light to listen in. An eavesdrop warrant signed on February 21st set the stage for what investigators say was a months-long drug trafficking case.
60-year-old Raymond De Leon Guerrero King appeared in court this morning. Police say he made a deal and didn't keep his end of it. It started in February of this year outside Moonlight Poker in Chalcanoa. The Drug Enforcement Task Force made its first move, a controlled buy, that was followed by another on March 4th. By April 17th, detectives moved in, arresting 60-year-old Raymond De Leon Guerrero King. But instead of sitting in jail, King cut a deal. He told investigators he wanted to help. Court records say he volunteered to become a cooperating defendant, someone who could provide information about the drug scene on Saipan. For a time, the case went quiet. King was released, the records sealed. But the deal unraveled. Police now say King failed to provide any real or accurate assistance, so prosecutors have asked the court to unseal the case and reissue the arrest warrant. Now King's back in custody with bail set at $25,000. He's due back in court for a preliminary hearing on August the 27th.
As if the news of financial troubles could get any worse, a finding by the U.S. Government Accounting Standings Board has found that the CNMI was not in compliance with the fiscal year 2021 single audit, which has caused a ripple effect with the termination of grants, the withholding of funds, and the suspension of some federal projects. Last week, in the governor's conference room, an executive order is signed.
I'm signing Executive Order 2025003, reaffirming and strengthening the duties and responsibilities of the Commonwealth Single Audit Committee, composed of the Office of Public Auditor, Department of Finance, the Office of Management and Budget, and the Office of Grant Management. The timely completion of single audits is not just a compliance issue. It is a matter of fiscal responsibility, transparency, and good governance. It is also key to our federal grantor partners in fulfilling their mission to assist our people with a wide range of key projects and programs.
Secretary of the Department of Finance, Tracy Narita.
It is our goal to complete the FY 2023 single audit by next May, the FY 2024 single audit by October 2026, and be completely caught up with the 2025 and 2026 single audits by fiscal year 2027.
Ms. Narita acknowledges that in the past there may have been a lack of cooperation between agencies, but that will have to change.
A need for increased collaboration, increased clarity of the roles of each of the committee members here today so that we can meet this ambitious and aggressive timeline. Like I mentioned before, we are attempting to do something that has never been done before. We have never been in this position where we have increased federal oversight and increased federal pressure to catch up on our audits because it jeopardizes our federal grants. We are already seeing the negative impacts of delayed audits. We are seeing federal grants being withheld. We are seeing federal grants being terminated. And we are seeing increased requirements of our programs because of our single audit.
A lottery will be held for over 200 agricultural homesteads on Tinian in the next 2 days. The Department of Public Lands is using a lottery system to distribute 244 lots to the residents of Tinian. Secretary of DPL, Sixto Igisomar.
We'll be on Tinian for the lottery of the agricultural homesteads on Castizo.
Igisomar says the mayor of Tinian and military partners were instrumental in gaining clearance and access to the area. He explains that the lottery will take a couple of days and permits will be issued at a later time.
So the process is we're going to do the lottery on the 19th and the 20th. It's 2 days. And then after that, we will come back here and then start working on all the permits, the documents that needs Attorney General's signature and my signature. It's going to be a lot of them. And then after we do that, we're going to go back to Tinian and give them the permits. So from the permits, they will go out and take care of their homesteads. So it's going to be permits plus lot showing.
The secretary shares that he hopes to distribute more land by the end of the year.
Unfortunately, things kind of slowed down with the passing of Bernie, the director of Tinian office. When she passed, things kind of slowed down. But the next homestead for Tinian would be the Marple Heights Phase 3, or it's different names for it. But it's that new homestead that's not issued yet on Tinian, off Broadway to the left if you're heading downtown from the airport.
Wow, is that the lottery for land?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. A drug deal at the Smile Bar in Garapan leads to a confusing afternoon in federal court. The prosecution and the defense arrived in Chief Judge Ramona Manglonia's federal courtroom today. A change of plea agreement had been prearranged, and all were prepared to accept the agreement until... On May 9, 2025, Don Hong met with whom the defense called the source at the Smile Bar in Garapan. In courtroom testimony today, the defendant, through his interpreter, claims to have given the price of $1,000 for 10 grams of methamphetamine or ice to the source. But he claims he never touched the drugs or any of the money. Judge Manglonia explained that federal guidelines for the felony offense of conspiracy to possess and distribute 5 grams or more of meth within 1,000 feet of an elementary school determine a sentence of between 5 and 80 years in federal prison, and that despite any agreement reached between the government and the defense, the judge would have final say in the disposition of justice. Through the translator, Mr. Hong repeatedly said he did not know it was a crime to tell the price, but learned it was a crime and that for that crime he is guilty. But the judge said, "Do you realize you can get 80 years if you plead guilty?" And the defendant gave a look of complete shock. He said through his translator that 5 to 7 years is what the agreement is. But the judge declared that she cannot accept a guilty plea without a meeting of the minds and that an acceptance of criminal responsibility has yet to have been admitted. She then granted a continuance until later this afternoon. Defense attorney Stephen Pixley, who is the fourth defense attorney assigned to this case, will have to clarify the judge's instructions to the defendant before he pleads or accept the possibility of going to trial.
14 innovators make up the very first cohort of the Innovation Incubators Program. Let's take a look.
And today we celebrate not only a building, but the dreams and determination of those who will shape the future of our island's economy.
The Innovation Incubators office, formerly in a temporary office at NMC, is now located at Beach Road Plaza. This morning, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held for the NMC program that's powered by the CNMI Small Business Development Center network. The Innovation Incubator Program aims to provide entrepreneurs with tailored business development support and access to a dedicated makerspace. 14 small businesses from Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda are awarded for the year-long mentorship program. Keynote speaker, TJ Manglonia.
No matter how small your business is, just know that you're making an impact and you're making a difference and you're inspiring the next entrepreneurs for our community.
Did one of those innovators look a lot like you?
Maybe.
Coming up, the first of its series, Bob Coldeen delves into a competitive outdoor sport.
And Charlie Wiener, a Q-tip of a dog, goes to the park. Stay tuned.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
I love Mariana's coffee from Join Me for a Cup. I think you would be really happy.
Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Our pastor of pastimes, el doctor de los deportes, the professor of athletics, Bob Coldeen, sat at this very sports desk for over 2 decades. But ever since he hung up his Zorries, he's been thinking about getting back into the game. And tonight we start a special limited series on Bob making his comeback. Bob finds out getting back on the field might be easier said than done. Hopefully there's no foul language. Oh, that bird joke just flew right over your head.
The only reason I played sports was to win. I didn't play to have fun or exercise or to make friends. The only thing that mattered to me was the final score. I played to beat somebody. I love playing competitive sports, and I still would, but I've got something torn here in my shoulder and a 50% permanent nerve damage in my wrist from holding a 4.2-pound video camera for 24 years. So my hand's always kind of numb, and that's silicone oil in this eye, so everything's like that. And I got a bad back from lifting the car out of a ditch in Chuk, so my options are limited. I decided to learn a new sport called competitive bird watching. Hey, before you start squawking, it's right here on Saipan right now. Well, first, I needed to learn more about birds on Saipan. For example, how many species are there? Well, that's easy. Just look it up on the internet, and the answer is 77, or 128, or 141, or 180, or 181. It's enough to drive anyone cuckoo. I saw these two birds that I'd never seen before. They were butterflies.
Intrigued? More on competitive bird watching on Wednesday. By the way, you'll never see birds take sides in politics. They appreciate both left and right wings. In our next story, our arrival and departure area at the airport sees friendly faces ready to touch down and sad to leave Saipan. Summer trips are coming to an end as people come and go from Saipan International Airport. Adelea Mojica is headed back to the Golden State.
I originally went for college and then I got a job out there, so I stayed.
She studied public relations and international studies and is now working at Google. She's a Saipan girl through and through. When home calls, she answers.
You know what's one thing you miss the most about Saipan?
Oh my gosh, one thing? One thing that's so hard.
You can simplify it.
The lifestyle and the people. That's what keeps me coming back.
Although Adelea's extended summer break is over, she shares encouraging words.
Anything is possible. Like, if there's somewhere you want to go, you can go there. You can do it.
Junior De Los Santos is back from a month-long family vacation in Guam. This is what he enjoys about our sister island.
Honestly, go around the island. You know, Guam is a very beautiful island. Nice place to check out, the beaches, people too.
Getaways can be nice, but this is what Junior prefers about our home island.
I'll say the beaches. The beaches here in Saipan, they're very beautiful here. You know, unlike Guam. Yeah, I mean they both have nice beaches, but Saipan it's up there.
Originally from Saipan, Charmaine and her family moved to Guam during the pandemic.
Me and my family had to relocate for economy-wise and college-wise. Lately, it's been good in Guam. It is saddening what happened to Saipan lately, but I really hope that Saipan does recover from this.
Charmaine is scoping out the changes on island since she's been gone before heading to the land of the rising sun.
I am going to be coming back here from Japan to Saipan again. I chose this route because, I miss home and everyone should visit again when you have time,
Gerald Flores is back from a 2-week training with the Guam Army National Guard. This is his reason for joining the military.
Just to enhance my my resume and also just work on my leadership skills. For the future,
He's an officer candidate, training to become a second lieutenant.
It's been great. I've enjoyed every second of it, and I've made a lot of great relationships with different people. And yeah, so far, so good.
When Gerald is away, this is what he misses.
Oh man, I just miss the island. When I'm on training, I can't really enjoy the beach and all of that stuff. I miss all my friends. Yeah, your loved ones. That's the hardest part about being away from home, honestly.
Whether you're back from family vacay, checking out how things have changed, or done with military training, for now, we say welcome home, welcome back, and welcome to Saipan. And to those flying out to fulfill life's possibilities, we say adios, lelabo, until we meet again.
In a New York morning during the hot town August in the city, an adventure was had by a very unusual creature, a wiener dog named Charlie.
This is Charlie, or Charles. He is also known as Charlie Tuna or Charlie Q-tip because of that long snout that ends up deep inside of your ear cavity while you're trying to sleep. Just months old, Charlie is what is called a Chiweenie. He is half Chihuahua and half wiener dog or dachshund. Today is a big day in Charlie's young life. Charles, say hello. Good boy.
Hello, CNMI. This is Dan Shore here on the stoop in New York City, where my Charlie and I are about to go to what's called a Wiener Festival. It's a festival filled with hot dogs in Central Park, this being a hot diggity dog.
Here is Charlie with my niece not loving the subway ride to Central Park.
This is 50th Street. Transfer is available to the E-Train.
This is Charlie's first time meeting grass.
There's Dante.
When the sun has set before the light is gone, there's an hour that's 30 minutes long. Past the light of day before the dark of night.
Where's Charlie? Oh! Charlie likes the ladies.
When the whole world feels right.
So happy, tongue flappy.
Meet me in the magic hour. Let your hair down in the soft light.
It's a magic hour in the park with wiener dogs.
In the magic hour.
And after the day is done, so is Charlie.
Coming up in sports, playing against bigger countries can be tough. Our NMI women come back with a win that goes down in history as the first in 13 years. Keep watching.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Big dreams since like baby. I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-whites. play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got desires that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth. Where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. I'm big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Camaraderie, hard work, resilience, and intensity, all backed by community support. History was made for the CNMI by the youth football players. The NMI U20 women's national team made history for the Marianas by winning against Bahrain 3-0 in the Association Football Club AFC U20 Women's National Cup qualifier on August 10th in Uzbekistan. Shortly after the return last week, the NMI Football Association held an appreciation celebration for the returning players. 18-year-old Caitlin Chavez says the team is a blend of old and new players who had to get to know each other. The camaraderie they built going into the games is something she carries closely on top of their victory.
Just being able to win one game for AFC and making history, it's actually a good feeling, because going into the tournament we had no we didn't know we were gonna win. So being able to win we were so all surprised and grateful at the same time.
Football player turned team manager Cristel Itas had the opportunity to be behind the scenes as opposed to on the field. She says hard work is everything.
The girls did play really well, and I'm definitely proud of the hard work that they put throughout the games, and also being able to make history and winning the first ever AFC game in NMIFA history. So yeah, it's always good, and very proud of them, of course.
Assistant coach Ronelle O'Canada says one of the challenges of coming from the NMI is the overall population we pull athletes from. While the population of the Marianas is in the tens of thousands, other countries are in the millions. The NMI team played against Jordan, Uzbekistan, and Bahrain.
We always want to emphasize how you train on the field is how hard you work during the game or the matches, right? So we always want to emphasize again, we're from a small island, and because we are a small island, we always want to try and work together, and we always want to kind of build a little foundation just for our team. So yeah.
With Super Typhoon Sodalore and U2 in mind, he goes on to quote head coach Angie.
She always uses this word called resilience. Yeah, so we always want to show how resilient we are, especially when we go out, when we're here in Saipan. It doesn't matter where we are, but we always have to show how much we can fight through.
Jovi Flores says she was a little leery at first sending off her granddaughter, not knowing what Uzbekistan is like.
I received information that it was a nice country, it was safe, and so I was comforted by that. And I'm just glad that this opportunity is here for Cassidy and her teammates. I mean, who would have thought that she would be in Uzbekistan for a tournament?
Jovi gives credit to Cassidy's mom, who always encouraged her to go to practice.
Especially the last few weeks before before them leaving, she was on top of it, and she made sure that I bring Cassidy every day to her practice. It came to the point where it was twice a day.
15-year-old Cassidy Flores says unlike the easy-flowing games in the NMI, she feels instant pressure in international tournaments. Cassidy shares that she was body slammed during their game.
You instantly get body slammed, but like it's not like you can sit on the ground and cry about it. You have to get instantly back up, try and regain the ball, because they don't stop it just for one person. You keep going. So the intensity and like including like the climate and the weather, everything adds up. So like you feel more intense than just being used to like back home and chill. So being international competitions really feel more intense, but it adds to the experience. It gives you more of like an excitement to like feel that stuff going out there.
Sports Association President Jerry Tan says the parents play an instrumental role.
I'm telling you, without parents, there's no youth sport, because we don't have really public transportation that they can go on their own, okay? This is how important the role that they play.
This win for the Marianas coincides with another significant celebration.
What a journey, but we are here to celebrate success because of the collective effort from everyone over many, many years. Happy 20th anniversary to NMIFA!
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight looks like rain. There's a 60% chance of isolated late evening showers with potential wind gusts of up to 35 miles per hour. Low temps of around 76 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms have a 40% chance of arrival. High temperatures of 86 degrees and lowering to around 78 in the evening. The sun will set at 6:39 p.m. tonight and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:03 a.m. And after the moisture, the grass will be singing, the flies will be buzzing, and the birds will be enjoying the flies. And another cycle of our lives will begin again. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
It's also Bob Coldeen and Charlie. We will see you again on Wednesday.